Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to F.E.A.R. It's been a while since I last played, so I don't really know where we are or what we're doing, but I don't think it really matters too much. We're kind of at the halfway point. We're looking for that hacker guy, I guess, and we're still in American. That's broken, which that's more disturbing than anything else, because that implies to me that there was something here that tried to be shot and got shot, and then that broke because it shot back. And I guess this would be an interesting turn of events if it was Alma that was getting shot by the automatic machine guns, which would make sense. And I guess maybe you could depict that in an older game a little bit more, but you're still kind of depicting I think I saw something back there. Still pretty much depicting a girl getting shot, though, regardless of whether it's an automatic shot or automatic machine or something else. So yeah, it wasn't my fault. So we're getting spooky things. And we're just gonna walk around almost certainly for some spooky cutscenes, because we're just in that mode where for a moment maybe we're getting into a boss fight, but questionable.
You have one new message. First message from Genevieve Aristide. Ian, can you send me copies of any materials your task force has put together on the origin anomalies? Harlan is supposed to be updating me daily, but apparently he's got his hands full with the grudge he insists on carrying. I hope he's not dribbling too much poison in people's ears. I take full responsibility for what happened to the team, but wishing won't bring them back. In any case, now's not the time for assigning blame. We have to work together as a team to get through this crisis.
It's funny, this phone's not really connected, the mouse is not really connected, the keyboard's not really connected, nothing's connected. This feels like this would be something different. Interesting, it's kind of the bottom of a mouse. I can't pick up this first aid kit because I am at full med kits. We could be going into another boss fight, but we could just be taking a leisure path through some cutscenes and some spookiness. If I vaguely recall that maybe the last level was a bit of a boss fight, so this would make more sense. Is that really him? Well, if it is, he's behind bulletproof glass.
You again. They tried to bury their sins, but instead planted the seeds of their doom.
So he's...
A war is coming. I've seen it in my dreams. Fire sweeping over the earth, bodies in the streets, cities turned to dust. Retaliation.
See, and now if that's what Alma does throughout the story of F.E.A.R, and so F.E.A.R 2 is just like an entire city, like Raccoon City, that's either under the control of Alma or some other psychic ghost-like supernatural creatures. That would be a cool twist. Certainly would help get away from what we keep running into, which is the entirety of this game being in one place. This is a medical spot, so we could be close to seeing where Alma really was made or born. Maybe. reflexes being increased is nice and all, but all that really is it slowly improves our... See, now that doesn't look like that's in the same position that it was, but maybe it was. Like, slowing down time a little bit more really is not a big change. If we killed Bexton, whatever his name is, in this, and then we spent the rest of the level, rest of the game, kind of trying to find out the truth about Alma, that would probably be better. But then what about the fat hacker guy, and what can you really do? Because you know she's got a... At best, we weaken her at the end of this game without actually fully defeating her. Because if we fully defeated her, then what happens in F.E.A.R 2 and F.E.A.R 3? Unless there's just more clones of Alma running around, which I guess could be something. Yep, same hallucination. We've been saying this multiple times. Then here we have so I just walked down this hallway. The dead stay dead. And maybe we're going into more of a back area, warehouse area. Now, or maybe you're just walking around through different...
No. This way!
So here's the problem. These are the security guards.
Everybody take cover!
Not the... Yeah, there's kind of no reason why the security guard should be shooting at me. But my character being unable to speak a word seems to keep putting himself in that bad position. Now, that's interesting because I just got 50 health and I'm up to 170 max. So, didn't play too well there. And that's not super surprising because, like I said, it's been a while since I played this game. Like, I've desperately needed to finish recording this series so I can reboot my computer for Windows updates for about a week now. And it's very possible it will be another week. It's so weird to take on characters that should be weaker later in the game. It's not like they can really throw more of these guys at me, because I'm fairly certain that there's just a lack of ability on CPU power when this game came out to have more AIs running around. And some armor is good, but do I want to get rid of the guns I have for some other kind of guns? It's kind of a lack of variety of guns, honestly. Here, we might as well use a health upgrade right now. Clearly there should be a scenario that people are fighting something over here. I'm dying.
Watch it. Move in.
So, is there any reason why I should be taking on these guys,
Trying to flank.
or just let them shoot each other?
Get him now.
Like,
Help me.
ideally, both sides would just take each other out. Like, I have no love for either side. Let's see. There's no computer panel or terminal here to activate another machine gun or anything. Alright. Let's just throw a grenade that direction. So we've got one of these guys. Which, a fair question needs to be asked here. It's like, at what point would I have been able to put a mine down or take out any of these guys? Like, in any kind of pre-planned way. There's never a scenario like that. I think it's time to swap guns on me. But honestly, that would mean running back that way, and that's not worth the effort. So, we'll just run forward and see if we can swap to something else. Is this a start button? Yeah. This is an elevator. Which gun would this be? I think this gun's better. You can't get in here and activate anything. I think this might be the bolt gun. One of them is. Yeah, the bolt guns really failed to distinguish themselves. So hey look, the hole in the wall just magically disappeared. They didn't have enough memory to save it. So there's like 2 guns in the entirety of this.
Shit, I think Fettel's going after that Alice Wade chick Bishop mentioned. Looks like he's heading for the executive building. You've got to get to her before he does. She might be able to help us figure out what Fettel's after.
Now I assume this is not a timed mission, because that would be, well, frankly, that might be rage quit inducing. As I'm trying to find ways to kind of gracefully exit playing any more of F.E.A.R. 1. It's just too old of a game. And not just rage quit it. If there was a time limitation, that would be something that I might consider. Nothing under the stairs. People shooting through the glass. Still having kind of a inconsistent experience with glass. Some is bulletproof when it needs to be bulletproof, and some of it is definitely not bulletproof when they don't really care if it's bulletproof or not, with little reason or rhyme. And yeah, I am kind of low on health. I'm still constantly using the flashlight, which just kind of makes it obvious that the flashlight should always be enabled, and no wonder that the gamma is set so high.
Message from an outside number.
It's clearly a decision to
End of messages.
just adjust the game without really adjusting the game, just appease complaints. That was another one of those messages that doesn't mean anything at all. It feels like they just got all of the people that programmed the game in the recording booth for 5 minutes to leave a voicemail message, and then they put that in the game, possibly to appease some requirements. Often I get the feeling, it looks like time hasn't changed any. I'm not really surprised about that. It often feels like that what happens is a game developer contracts with a publisher to do certain metrics. So the game will have a certain number of levels, or it will have a certain number of collectibles, or a certain number of voice files, or unlockable things like that. And then when the game starts having trouble and it's not really able to make quality content, you just start to find these things just shoved into the game. Now, that may not always be the case why we run into these kind of scenarios. It may also be that you just have a bad person in charge as far as coordinating things. So if you have one employee who's just in charge of making all the recorded voice files, and they're doing their job fine, but everybody else is doing a bad job, so the voice files aren't separated enough, that might be an issue. Or it could be that everybody else is doing fine, but the person in charge of making the voice recording files is behind, so then they have to rush to finish that part. Either, I guess, is possible. Being a little liberal with the grenades, but I think it's probably the right move. And I need to be a little bit more liberal with the health packs. I guess the idea here could be that I could have jumped out of the window, I guess. I jump over here. I can open that, but it's nothing. And that seemed to set off an alarm. Alright, here we've got another one of these guys. And we're in a bad position. Got no more grenades. So this would be the perfect time to tell me that the fat guy is inside that machine. And Like, am I really supposed to be shooting something like here to blow up the Yeah, I don't know if there's something more to that, or you're just supposed to slow down time and shoot that guy. And where are we now?
I think Fettel's going after that Alice Wade chick Bishop mentioned. Looks like he's heading for the executive building. You've got to get to her before he does. She might be able to help us figure out what Fettel's after.
So is there any faster way to like clear out this area? Because this is kind of far behind. There we go. Why was I killed by that fall? I've made way longer jumps than that. That doesn't seem right.
Going after that Alice Wade chick Bishop mentioned. Looks like he's heading for the executive building. You've got to get to her before he does. She might be able to help us figure out what Fettel's after.
See, what's crazy here is there's clearly an example of windows that wouldn't have given you as much trouble This guy is shooting me. So yeah, I don't know if maybe this is a case of them trying to shoot me, or can you just not jump out these windows? Is it just so incredibly dangerous? Getting some cussing. I don't know if I got him. Not. I think I got him that time. Okay. And we'll save when we get to where we're supposed to go. So yeah, this really is just kind of a section of gameplay. Yeah, that's not the gun I want. I kind of wish I could change grenades, but I don't know how you do that. It's probably on one of the keys. But it's also just another point that this game is totally not designed with controller in mind, in the sense that it doesn't even automatically switch between one type of grenade to the next type of grenade when you run out, which would have been a particularly easy thing to do. And just kind of slowly running towards the problem is oddly the solution. Alright. Did I get that guy? So you kind of can't take this guy on with the grenades or anything because you need all of that is saved for later. So instead you're just trying to use the least amount of power. Maybe the shotgun is the right gun. Well, I do have more bullets on the shotgun than anything else. Or that, which has less bullets. Or that, which has less bullets. Okay. Let's hit the escape button. Let's save. Make another save. This apparently is called after image. I can run through here. And this is a different gun. Gun. I wasn't even at full health before. So we just kind of have to wait here right now. We're at 50 armor. We have 2 grenades, and we're just trying to wait for as much of a slowdown as possible. Refill. Yeah, jumping from that window, or maybe that window. I guess maybe that was enough of a fall to kill me. But then you have this weirdness where there's totally not a way down here. They want you to jump. And as soon as you do jump, you can't come back and get any more bullets. So you can come in here, and this would be a nice little place to hide out. But it's not like that enemy is gonna do anything to stop you, or that's not gonna really protect you or anything. Alright. So this guy's over here. Can I get him to come closer? Yeah. Let's do this. let's see if maybe in his firing of things he will maybe there's something here to this. Where is he? And I guess the only thing I could take from this is maybe circle strafing, heal twice. Well, whatever this gun was that I had. This is a cool gun, but it is not the gun really to use, I think. I gotta zoom out. Whatever this particle gun is, it's great and all, but let's see. 3, 2. Let's get back to something else. Something that can have at least a little bit of bullets. Let's see. Alright. Feel like I could probably should save after this too. That's a guy with a particle gun like what we had. Let's see. Wow, and that just leaves skeletons behind. Straight up skeletons. So that is definitely not the gun you want to use just to shoot normal people. And over here, so maybe some health things. Well, some extras. I'm thinking. Lying around. Grenades, yes, great. Armor. Guns. All the lovely little things we just went through a lot of. Of course, the problem we could run into is that could have just been the warm-up fight, and if it is, we're in a bad position. We only have like 4 health pads, med kits, and a minor amount of bullets. So even if I just ran through a small amount of resistance, that would probably be too much. I feel like I spiked this guy to the wall, but it also kind of just looks like this guy glitched to the wall. So. Is that guy dead for sure? No, he's not. Did we get everybody? Or is there somebody wandering around in this cafeteria area that I'm not seeing? I think we just caught everybody. We have to pick that up with the start button because they're too far away, I guess. Here you have 2 computers instead of 1. Yeah, unless this turned into just fighting the fat guy, catching him and arresting him, it really would be just too much to have yet another boss fight. But then again, that's kind of all as this game is, isn't it? It's just enemy encounter after enemy encounter after enemy encounter. And it's funny how that's all really Borderlands 1 is also, but somehow in the evolution, in having, well, there also are missions and fetch quests and a lot of MMO shenanigans in Borderlands 1 too, and we probably would do a lot better if we had some of that happening instead of it just being shoot people because they're in your way because you're in a narrow hallway.
God damn it, I lost Fettel's signal again. This transmitter's a piece of shit.
We lost the signal again. Because he's not really here and he never has been. That looks like where we were. So, more guns. Great. More armor. Back up to 100% armor. But, what else? Where am I supposed to be going here? That doesn't look like the right direction. And yet, story seems to be implying this is the right direction. We run into that a lot, don't we? Like we even got a prompt. Like, you wouldn't think that that was the right move. I feel like if I jumped I would just die. Even here. Right. So we're probably gonna need to save the game and test this out because it's not like a secret passage or anything. And there's not anything to interact with here. Alright, so I'm just gonna hit the escape button and we'll just make another save game and see if they really want me to jump out this window. This looks like this is the farthest you could safely fall. And that was it. Interesting. So much of this game is you jumping out a window or jumping over an edge. Let's see. So, Intervale 7, Paxton Fettel has entered the executive building. His most likely target is Harlan Wade or his daughter, Alice. Site is believed to be heavily fortified by replica soldiers, so the game's going to get even more difficult. We really don't need that. I mean, I like that the challenge is carving up, but I'm also trying to play this on easy and just get through it at this point. So more fights that are going to be generic and boring, not necessary. F.E.A.R operative will attempt to locate Harlan and Alice Wade and evacuate them from the site of the debriefing. Utmost caution is recommended when entering the executive building. The problem here, of course, is if this was the end of the Fettel story, there's 12 intervales according to my research. This is nowhere near the end of the story. Let's see if this does any cutscene or anything. Nope. Nothing at all. So, pretty much just more of the same. And the fact that you're not getting the guy on the radio telling you to do things like locate Alice Wade at the beginning of these levels is a little weird, considering there's also those voice acting parts. We are definitely not in a good position. We have 5 health kits and 2 grenades, so we would need to find quite a lot at the beginning of this level to make up for all we used at the end of last level, which is what we did at the beginning of the last level. So it seems like we're just going in circles at this point. Well, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos, because that tells YouTube that my videos are worth watching. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.